Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jai Hind. And I hope I am properly audible and visible to all of you. I welcome you all to this platform of Khan Global Studies, and I welcome you to this daily current affairs session. Now, in today's session, the topics which we are going to discuss, let us first look at this, that what are the topics which we are going to discuss, and then we will come to the questions also, and other very important things for today's class. Okay. So, the topics which we are going to discuss today, the first topic is fast track courts. The first topic which we are going to discuss today is the fast track courts. Okay. Then we will be also discussing about the NAT grid. NAT grid. We will try to see what exactly is NAT grid, why it has been set up, what is the purpose of this NAT grid. So that will be the second topic. The third topic which we are going to talk about is grassland soil and climate resilience. That how the grassland soil is significant, how it is uniquely important for climate resilience. Then we will also talk about the organ transplant legalities in India. And at the same time, we would also be discussing something new now. The prelims exam is approaching. So we will have some more elements, some more topics with respect to prelims. Okay. So we are going to revise some of the topics in a very much sequential manner. So we are going to start with that part also. So let us see this. First, let's begin with some of the practice question. So we have the first one question. Which of the following is not a critically endangered species of vulture? The first one is saying slender-billed vulture, long-billed vulture, red-headed vulture, and bearded vulture. In the last session on Friday, we have discussed about 9 different species of vultures in India. So now we have this one question. Which of them is not a critically endangered species of vulture? Which of them is not a critically endangered species of vulture? What will be the correct answer? Good evening. So tell me about this. Which of them is not an example of critically endangered species of vulture? First one is slender-billed, long-billed, red-headed, bearded vulture. So first answer is from Disha Singh. Answer is D, and that is correct also. So yes, bearded vulture is the correct answer. You may have seen slender-billed. Apart from this, we have one more thing. White-rumped vulture. White-rumped vulture. They are the 4 critically endangered vultureship species in India. Okay. Now, coming to the second part. Consider the following statements. The Mahar Satyagrah was launched against the oppressive policies of British rulers. Second is saying the movement was led by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar in Tamil Nadu. So which of the statements given above is are correct? Which of the statements given above is are correct? The Mahar Satyagrah was launched against the oppressive policies of British rulers. The movement was led by Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar in Tamil Nadu. Question number 2. Question number 2, what would be the correct answer? Again, answer is D from Disha and Aman. Arshad is also saying option number D. Yes, again, here if you look at this, it was not against the oppressive policies of British rulers. Rather, it was a caste like reformist movement. This was a caste reformist movement. It was against the so-called upper classes of the Mahar region. So that's why this is one part. The movement was led by Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar in Tamil Nadu. Again, this is incorrect. It was in Bombay Presidency. So D answer will be correct here. In which of the following cases Lok Sabha is superior to Rajya Sabha? In which of them the Lok Sabha is superior to Rajya Sabha? First one is passing of constitutional amendment bill, passing a money bill, setting up all India services, and making law on a subject of a state list. So in which condition the Lok Sabha is superior to Rajya Sabha? Question number 3. D option. D option, B option, C option. So here if we look at this, Lok Sabha is not superior in the first case, in the third case, in the fourth case. In case of passing a money bill, Lok Sabha is superior to Rajya Sabha. In one such case, Lok Sabha is superior to Rajya Sabha, that is passing a money bill. Okay. Now, there are two important things for you. First thing is, we have come with this one UPSC Prelims crash course for 2026. Last year, not last year, this year itself, in Prelims 2025, in Prelims 2025 also, we have got our crash course. And the experience says that it has helped many students to clear the examination also. And many of you, in fact, those who were not even able to clear the exam, they also said that in crash course, yes, we have gone through all these things, but due to lack of revision, we were not able to do it. Okay. So crash course was successful in that case that many of the questions which came in an exam, which came in prelims exam, were from the crash course. I have taken personally classes of environment and science and tech, and many questions were there from these two subjects in our prelims exam of 2025. Now in the same pattern and based on more and more experience, we are coming with crash course for 2026 prelims also. Now the thing is, who can go for this course? Who can go for this course? Who should get it? Who should get it? Suppose that if you are giving prelims multiple times, but due to lack of revision, due to lack of clarity of concept, okay, if there is lack of clarity of concept, if there is lack of clarity of concepts, then you can go for it. If you are having lack of discipline to complete the syllabus by yourself, if you are having that lack of discipline that you will not be able to complete it, okay, then at the same time, if you are having lack of confidence, if there is a lack of confidence with respect to how you would be able to finish, or if you're first time going for prelims exam, then also you can go for this course. Or if you simply want to ensure that with the help of this course, you want to make sure that you are writing the mains exam, then also you can go it. But this is one thing, remember one thing, this course is right now for UPSC Prelims 2026. So the entire focus will be on UPSC Prelims 2026, not on 27. Okay. For 27, before the exam, there will be course. Okay. But this course is exclusively for 2026 prelims exam. Okay. So that is one part. We have come with this crash course. Okay. At the same time, if you think that you have already completed your course and you just want to practice a lot, if you just want to practice a lot and you want a mentorship support, then you can go for the Parivartan batch also. If you have completed your entire study, if you have completed your entire content and all, then you can go for the Parivartan batch, where you will be getting several number of tests along with the mentorship support, which can help you to enhance your knowledge also, to consolidate your knowledge also, to improve your competency also, and to give you that confidence. Okay. So for this purpose, we have the Parivartan mentorship program also for UPSC Prelims 2026. Okay. So these are the two informations for you. You can purchase both also. There is no problem in that. You can purchase both. But make sure that you are able to manage the time. Okay. The crash course is going to start from 12th of January. Meanwhile, you can start with the Parivartan batch. Okay. So, let's start with this one thing, fast track course. Fast track course. Now, when we talk about this, so Bihar government has decided that they are going to set up 100 fast track courts in order to expedite the pendency of the cases in the state of Bihar. We have already seen that how many pendency of cases are there at district level, high court level and Supreme Court level in our previous classes. Now here we are going to see this, that what is the meaning of this fast track court. Okay. So this was just started. Okay. Why? What was the purpose? Purpose was securing. The purpose was to ensure justice. To ensure justice in timely manner. In timely manner. Special focus. There is a special focus on crimes related to women or children. There is a special focus on crimes related to women and children. Fast track special courts are in fact a part of centrally sponsored scheme. Means union government is also giving the fund. State governments have to also contribute from their side. So fast track special courts are part of the centrally sponsored scheme, and both the union as well as state are giving funding for running these fast track courts. Now, if we talk about this, right now how many of these courts are operational? Like, if you look at this, in 2018, around 699 courts were operational. By 2020, the number has grown up to 907. But in the recent times, the number of these fast track special courts have declined and they have come down to 725. Okay. So we see that in 2018, 699 courts were operational. Then it went up to 907 by 2020. It came down to 725 as of 2025. So the number of fast track courts have been declining. Many of the states have been opting out of this fast track courts because they believe that they don't have so much pendency of cases, or they don't have the adequate resources in order to run these fast track courts. Okay. So there are two parts of it. Why the fast track courts are not going on? Some states believe that they don't have huge pendency of cases, whereas some other states believe that in their state there is lack of adequate resources in order to continue the fast track special court scheme. Okay. Now, as of now, if we talk about this, there is one very important part. The average disposal rate of rape and POXO Act cases in regular court, it is 3.26 cases per court per month. It means if we talk about the normal courts, near about 3.26 cases are resolved by every court per month. But in the case of fast track courts, the number is higher. The number is 3 times higher almost. It is 9.51. So almost 3 times higher number of cases are being resolved by the fast track courts in case of India. So if we look at the efficiency, yes, of course the efficiency is higher. Has it been very much optimal? The answer is no. But yes, certainly it is higher than the regular courts. Okay. So this is one part. The news was simple that the Bihar is trying to set up 100 fast track courts in the state. Okay. Right now across the country there are 725 fast track courts which are operational. This is a centrally sponsored scheme. It has even been extended by the central government. Some funding is provided by center, remaining by the state. Usually 60:40. Usually it is in terms of 60:40. So that is the first part. What is fast track court and what is their role? I hope this part is clear. Any doubt, any confusion in this? दोनों परचेज करने पर टाइम मैनेज हो पाएगा क्या? देखो मैंने यही चीज बोला कि यू हैव टू सी दिस वन पार्ट दैट हाउ यू वुड बी एबल टू मैनेज टाइम. सो फोकस ऑन व्हाट्स बेस्ट फॉर यू. परिवर्तन मेंटोरशिप प्रोग्राम में आप भी होंगे. नॉट इन द मेंटोरशिप बट आई विल बी गिविंग यू द रिकॉर्डेड सेशंस and I will be taking live sessions of some of the tests. So in the faculty discussion part I would be there, and for the current affair recorded sessions also I would be there. So this is the first part, fast track courts. Now coming to the second thing, NAT grid. NAT grid. It stands for National Intelligence Grid. National Intelligence Grid. So as you can see from the news, that it gains traction as central agencies and police scout for information. Scout for information means many of the agencies of the central government as well as the state governments are asking the NAT grid for information. So what exactly is NAT grid? What exactly is NAT grid? Any idea? This is like things which you may have seen in movies. This is one such agency which you may have seen in movies. Like in movies there is one center which has all the information. So this is one such organization, NAT grid. It is having all the information. Okay. So this stands for National Intelligence Grid. It was conceptualized. This is something which was conceptualized after 26/11 attacks in Mumbai. Operational since 2023. This is now operational since 2023. Okay. So when we talk about the NAT grid, National Intelligence Grid, what exactly it is doing? It is like that special agency which has all the information. It has all the data sets. Okay. So when we talk about the NAT grid, this has got information from several data sets. Or database. It is having information from several data sets or database. Whatever information sources are there, it is combined at one place called as NAT grid. It is also having information from social media websites, info from social media platforms, info from social media platforms. It is having, now what it is doing, it is sending information or it is sharing information sharing info to law enforcement agencies. Law enforcement agencies. But who can actually avail this? Means everyone is here, from the raw to the IB to the defense ministry to the local police, to everyone is here. Each and every law enforcement agency is connected to this NAT grid. All the different type of task forces, all the different type of spy agencies of India, each and every intelligence department is connected to this NAT grid. It is having connection to all. It is having information from all, and it is sharing information with everyone. So this is one such national intelligence grid which is combining the information from all the sources. Okay. But who can get the access? Who can request intelligence? Who can request intelligence? This request can be done by a police officer of rank of SP or above. Okay. Police officer of rank of SP. Of rank of SP or above. Only they can ask for it. You can understand from this that it is not just an ordinary information. It is not just an ordinary information. It is not just about the information about FIR, the cases lodged and other things. It is the complete data set. It is the complete data set from social media profile to even bank account details, other ID cards, each and every ID card or social media profile which a person may be having. So it has in fact no limits. It has got all that confidential data, but it cannot share it to everyone. It can be shared on a special request to the officers of rank of SP or above. So that is the national intelligence grid. And you can see that it is gaining traction, means now it is becoming popular. It is getting 45,000 requests of information per month now. So many of the law enforcement agencies are now contacting the NAT grid. So this is one important part, NAT grid. Okay. I hope this is clear. It works under Ministry of Home Affairs. It is working under Ministry of Home Affairs, under Ministry of Home Affairs. So that is our National Intelligence Grid or NAT grid. So that is our second topic. Any doubt in this? Any doubt, any confusion with respect to this? Parivartan batch ka timetable. I will ask the team again about it. Now here we are having the third topic. The third topic is with respect to this portion of grassland and their impact. grassland and their impact on climate resilience. Okay. So till now, we have been looking at this, the tropical forest, they have been called as the lungs of the earth. They have been called as the lungs of the earth. But this article is talking about the soil, the grassland, and their role. So this topic here is talking about the soil, the grassland, and their role. So let's talk about this grassland soil. Okay. So now just a context of it, historical context. When we look at the historical context, grassland, this was considered as wasteland. This was considered as wasteland by Britishers. Why? No industrial application. Because this area was having no industrial application, and hence it was considered, hence this one was considered as a wasteland. So at the time of, DM is not in law enforcement. DM has different task. DM is there for different task. DM is for development, not for anything else. Okay. So it is going to be for police officers. Both have different profiles. Okay. Now here, if we look at this grassland, the grassland was being considered, it was being considered as a wasteland by the Britishers. Now the question is why? Why it has been considered as wasteland? It is simply because the grasslands were having no such industrial application. Okay. But right now, if we talk about the significance of the grassland, when we talk about the significance, can you tell me why are the grasslands important? Why do we consider grasslands to be important? Any idea? Can you give me some example of grasslands from India? Any such grassland from India? Any such grassland which you can suggest me from India? Dairy production, carbon sequestration, okay. Just to give you an idea, first thing is they are having rich ecosystem. They are having rich ecosystem. They are supporting pastoral communities. Like Baldhari communities. Baldhari community in Bunny grasslands. Huge biodiversity. Huge biodiversity. Then we see that carbon sequestration in roots for long term. It is also ensuring soil stability. If we look at this, the grasslands are also faster recovery. So due to all these factors, grasslands are being considered as a significant like assets. Grassland is being considered as a significant asset So here, if you look at the global grasslands, we are having some of the very prominent grasslands. And you can expect a question in the examination from these names of the grasslands. Like here, in the case of North America, we have the prairies. In the case of Venezuela, we have llanos. Then we have savannas, and in Argentina, we have pampas. Savanna is also there in Africa. In South Africa, it is called as veld. In Europe, it is called as steppes. Pustas is also the name which is given to it. Then we have downs also in case of, we have its name as downs also in case of Australia. So there are some very popular name. There are certain very popular names. For example, prairies, llanos, savannas, pampas, velds, pustas, steppes, and downs. So these areas are quite much prominent grasslands of the world. Okay. They are also very rich and fertile agricultural soil also. They are very rich and fertile agricultural soil also. Okay. In fact, yes, of course, they are also biodiversity hotspot as well. They are biodiversity hotspot as well. So here we are having prairies. Here we are having llanos. Here we are having savanna. In Africa also. Pampas. Veld. Pustas. Steppes. Then we have the downs here. So these are prominent grasslands of the world. They are the prominent grasslands of the world which we can see. So this is the first part. What are the grasslands and what is their ecological significance? Now the second part, the fourth topic which we are having for today. Yes, most cattle and meat production कहाँ होती है? Most cattle meat production कहाँ होती है? Cattle meat, I will have to see. Most milk production is there in India. India is also one of the leading meat producer of the world. But highest, we would have to check. Yeah. Now, coming to this one part, organ transplant legalities. Now, this article is talking a detail about why the organ transplant is not so common in India. We have talked about organ transplant in some of the previous classes also. But let's see this once again. Okay. There is an act, Transplantation of Human Organs and Tissues Act. Transplantation of Human Organs and Tissues Act 1994. Okay. So this one regulates organ transplant. So organ transplant can be done in two conditions. One, the person is dead. Second, the person is living. Some people who are alive, they also donate their organs. Like for example, liver donation. Liver donation can be done by those people who are alive also. Liver donation can be done. In fact, some people also donate the kidney also to their family members. Okay. So liver donation or other donations, they are being done by alive people also. But in all the cases, it is regulated by the same act, Transplantation of Human Organs and Tissues Act of 1994. Now, when we look at this, why? Or first, let me give an example. That how much difference is there when we are talking about the organ donation. Okay. Like there is one example, Spain. Okay. There is one example is Spain. This is having 49.38 donations per million. This is for deceased, means those who are dead. Per million, around 49.38 donations are there. So out of 10 lakh people who are dying, around 50, take an average, around 50 people are there who are donating their organs. In case of India, this figure is 0.77 per million. This figure is 0.77 per million. Okay. So there is two things. Like if you compare it, Spain has got an organ donation ratio of 49.38 donation per million. Whereas in case of India, it is just 0.77 per million. And at the same time, you have to see this one part, around 5 lakh death per year due to lack of organ transplantation. So there is 5 lakh death per year due to lack of organ transplantation. Okay. If we look at this, Spain has got 49.38 donations per million. India has got 0.77 donations per million. And there is death of around 5 lakh people per year due to lack of organ transplantation. So now the question is, why the people in India are not ready to donate their organs even after their death? Why it is not possible? Why it is not possible? Like why it is not being done? So first thing is the consent of family member. Consent of family member. This is one of the most challenging tasks. Many people have not volunteered in their lifetime to donate. And even if there is a chance that they can donate, then also what we see that the family members might not agree. So this is one of the challenge. Second thing, which we see that who can actually donate? Those who have died due to cardiac arrest or those who have died due to cardiac failure. If there is a heart failure and there has been death of person, their organs are not that much good for transplantation. But if suppose someone is brain dead, so most of the organ transplantation is generally done from brain dead people. But certification of brain dead people requires a specialist. So there is one challenge. Certification of brain dead people, certification of brain dead patient requires a skilled doctor. Means total 4 people have to give certificate. There are 4 people who have to give certificate. 2 of them can be from the same hospital who have treated the patient, and 2 of them have to be outsiders. And 2 of them have to be from the same hospital, from the same treatment group which has treated the person. So there is a requirement of 4 people for giving the certificate of brain dead. This is the most viable organ for transplantation. But here the challenge is getting those specialist doctors. So this is one of the challenging aspects. We don't have the doctors. Okay. Third part is lack of suitable facilities for retrieving and storing organs. So lack of suitable facilities in each and every corner of India, there is not a suitable facility for retrieving and storing the organ of a brain dead person. So in that scenario also, the organ will go to waste. Okay. So this is one of the challenge. Okay. And of course, there is lack of awareness among people. Okay. So this is also one of the challenge. This is also one of the challenge why organ donations in India are on the lower side. So one is of course lack of awareness among people. So people have not like many of the people who are there, they may be quite good people, but they have not donated their body while they were living. They see there is two type of donations also. One is organ donation, one is cadaver donation. Cadaver donation is basically the donation of the dead body for research purposes. Cadaver donation is also important. Cadaver donation is important, otherwise Munna Bhai will have to get a body from somewhere else. You may have seen Munna Bhai MBBS, he was trying to get the body through circuit. So cadaver donations are also required, otherwise the doctors will be just performing the experiments and surgeries on dummy bodies. And if they have performed the surgeries on dummy bodies, best of luck to those people who are going for surgeries in the hospitals. Okay. So that's why cadaver donation is also required. Otherwise, Munna Bhai and circuit. Okay. So this is one part. What are the legalities with respect to the organ transplant in India? Why there is lesser organ transplant, and what are the issues regarding this? Okay. Brain dead are those people whose brain stem is not functioning. Brain stem is a part of the brain. If it is not functioning, it means gradually the body is going to be dead only. There is no chance of recovery. There is no chance of recovery. There is no chance that the person would be alive in the future. Okay. So let's go to the next part. Like from today onwards, we are also starting this new part. Prelims Bonanza. So under this, now I would be giving you some ready-made prelims related article which you can consolidate day by day, and gradually, like if you are revising them continuously, if you are revising them regularly, then your examination would be a cakewalk. Okay. So let's see, there are certain topics for today. First, we are starting with some report and index. First of all, we will try to cover the report and index. So here we have the first one, World Press Freedom Index. It is published by Reporters Without Borders. There is evaluation of 180 countries. If we look at India's rank, this is 151 out of 180. Earlier, India's rank was 159 out of 180. And what are the parameters on the basis of which this rank is prepared? So political, legal, economic, socio-cultural and safety of reporters. On the basis of all these factors, this one report, World Press Freedom Index, is being prepared. Who is preparing this? Reporters Without Borders. And we are covering the smaller articles from June 2025. So we are revising sort of these current affairs. We have started with June 2025. So this is the first article. This is the second article, Human Development Report. India's ranking is 130. India's ranking in 2022 was 133. When we look at this, it is published by United Nations Development Program. And what are the parameters which are being used for this? Health, education, and standard of living. So there are multiple score groups. Very high human development, if a score is 0.8 and above. High human development, if it is 0.7 to 0.799. Medium human development, 0.550 to 0.699. And low human development, below 0.550. If we talk about India's HDI score, it is 0.685. India's HDI score is 0.685. Okay. One last thing, if we talk about all the reports by United Nations Development Program, here we have the first one, Inequality Adjusted HDI, Gender Development Index, Gender Inequality Index, Gender Social Norm Index, Multidimensional Poverty Index. One multidimensional poverty index is also released by World Bank. There is a multidimensional poverty index also released by World Bank. And then Planetary Pressure Adjusted Human Development Index. Planetary Pressure Adjusted Human Development Index. So these are all the reports which are being prepared by the United Nations Development Program. So today we have discussed these 3 extra articles with respect to Prelims 2025. So in same manner, in the upcoming classes also, we will be taking these smaller topics for revision. First some reports, then some schemes, then some places in news, and then other articles also. So I hope that will be beneficial for you. If you all agree for this, I would be continuing with this, that we will have some extra topics for discussion. You can keep a note of these things. You can just revise them. We will also be solving questions on them later on. Okay. So should we continue with these things? Should we add these extra things or not? Do you require? Like from June 2025, to this part, we would be adding it. Crash course की validity कितनी होगी? It will be valid till Prelims 2026. But just check the course details for more clarity. But I think up to Prelims 2026. Okay. Now, there is 2 questions for which you have to write the answer in the comment box after the classes. So there are 2 questions for you. Answer them in the comment box. Okay. So after seeing this question, you can answer them in the comment box. Okay. First question is about viruses. Second question is about Niti Aayog reports. So answer them in the comment box, and then we will meet in the next session, and then we will discuss the remaining parts. But do answer these questions in the comment box. Thank you everyone. Take care and all the best. Thank you.